Hey 4th and 5th graders, welcome back to PE. Today is our second underhand rolling lesson. Let's get started. Today's learning objectives are: I can describe and demonstrate the 4 cues to the underhand roll, I can bring my best effort, and I can use knowledge from other PE lessons to help perform the underhand rolling movement. Now that we've had a chance to talk about where we're going this week, let's get warmed up. So everybody stand up, push your chairs in, and let's get warmed up with emoji fitness.
Emoji. Guess the word fitness. Animals around the world. You will have 10 seconds to rest and guess the emoji word. You will get a surprise exercise for 30 seconds and the answer to the emoji picture. If you get the answer right, you will have a specific exercise, and if you get it wrong, I will give you another exercise. Have fun and good luck.
So guys, do you see how it works? She's going to give you a picture, and you're going to try to guess the word. If you got it correct, perform the exercise on the left. If you got it wrong, that's okay. Perform the exercise on the right. Good luck with your warm-up. Vampire bat. Oh, I don't like vampire bats. going strong. Finish this warm up. Okay, great job, everybody. Let's get started with our lesson. Let's talk about our underhand rolling cues that we discussed last week. The first one is ready. The second one is arm back. The third is step with opposite foot. And the fourth is bend and roll. Ready, back, step, and roll. Now, let's take a look at this guy rolling a bowling ball. Can you see some of those cues that he is using? Does he start in a ready position? Does he take his arm back? Does he step with the opposite foot when he goes to roll? And does he bend down and get low? Teachers, ask students if they can raise their hand and agree or disagree if they see. So remember, the ready position looks like this on the left. I am in the ready position. This is the first cue. The second cue is arm back. I'm taking my object, and in this case, and today, our paper ball, back. The third cue is step with the opposite foot. You can see my opposite leg from the hand I have my object in. So I have my paper ball in my right hand, and I'm stepping with my left. And the last one is bend and roll. Ready, arm back, step with opposite, bend and roll. Now, let's practice our 4 cues with no equipment first. We're only going to do 30 seconds, so teachers, make sure students are really practicing all 4 of these cues. Ready, arm back, opposite foot, bend and roll. We have no equipment yet, but let's do a great job here and we can get our equipment and get started. You've got 30 seconds. Okay, good job. Now let's get our equipment and let's get started. Teachers, now is the time to give students their equipment. Give each student 2 pieces of paper. With one piece, please make it into the best paper ball you can make it into. The second one we're going to use to make a target here shortly. When we are setting up our equipment, it should look like the picture on the right. You should have your paper ball, and you should have a target on the other piece of paper. Draw a large circle with a 10 inside, then draw a smaller circle with a 50 inside. We're going to use this to count points later in the lesson. Teachers, you may need to pause the video to have students get their equipment ready. Now, let's practice with our equipment. Remember, the 4 cues are ready, arm back, step opposite, bend and roll. Please take your chair and place it in the corner of your space. Your object here for 1 minute is to hit the leg of your choosing. So you're trying to hit the same leg as many times as possible. When I did this for 1 minute, I hit my chair 8 times. Let's see if you guys can beat 8 times in 1 minute. Everybody get ready. Here we go. Okay, time's up. Did you use those 4 cues to beat my score of 8? Everybody freeze. When you see this, please put your paper ball on your desk and wait for further instructions. Now, let's try another challenge. Take your chair and place it upside down like you see in the top left. You're going to have 1 minute and use those 4 cues: ready, arm back, opposite foot, and bend and roll. My best score was 11 in 1 minute. I used those 4 cues and rolled it successfully through my chair 11 times. Do you think you can beat 11? You've got 1 minute on the clock. Let's see if you can beat my score. Good luck. Okay, everybody freeze. Okay, let's get out our other target. Place your paper on the ground with your target facing up. During this challenge, if you roll your ball inside and it touches the middle circle, give yourself 50 points. If it lands in the outer, bigger circle, give yourself 10 points. When I did this for 1 minute, I scored 180 points. I think that was a lot. Do you think you can beat my score of 180? You've got 1 minute on the clock. Let's see if you can beat me. Good luck, guys. Okay, everybody freeze. Did you beat my score of 180? Now, let's practice with a smaller target. Remember, we're still using our 4 cues of ready, arm back, opposite foot, and bend and roll. Take your target that was just on the ground and then fold it in half. This is going to make our target smaller. You've got 1 minute. When I did this, I successfully completed it 4 times. See if you can stop it on your target 4 different times in 1 minute. Good luck. Okay, time's up. Everybody freeze. Now, it's time for our last challenge. We are going to work with a partner for 1 minute. Please take note of your partner's ability to use the 4 underhand rolling cues. You're going to have 1 minute on the clock. You and your partner are going to use those 4 cues and count how many times in a row you can successfully roll it in between each other's legs. So for 1 minute, use those 4 cues and roll it as many times in a row. Once you're done, we are going to take an assessment. So please pay attention to how your partner uses the ready, arm back, opposite foot, and bend and roll. You've got 1 minute. Good luck. Okay, everybody freeze. Teachers, now is the time to pass out the assessment pieces for these 4th and 5th graders. Students, take a look at the screen. You will see a completed version and an example of your assessment piece. You will see my name, Coach Essick, my partner's name, Coach P, and I was able to observe Coach P using all 4 of the underhand rolling cues. If you notice your partner did not take their arm back when they tried to roll, or they stepped with the incorrect foot, or they didn't bend and roll, just put an X in those spots. Also, tell me how many times you and your partner successfully rolled it in between each other's legs. Students, once you're done, teachers, please take these up. Students, great job today, and thank you for working hard during our underhand rolling lesson. Great job, everyone, and we'll get ready for another great lesson next week.